Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Chapter 192. Tanjiro takes center stage, staring down Muzan as they look to go head to head in what could be the final fight of the series. Goosebumps, dude, goosebumps. We closed out Chapter 191 with Inosuke, Zenitsu, Kanao and the remaining pillars annihilated in a single strike by Muzan. And we're not talking minor damage in which they lost consciousness and need to get a minute to grab their bearings. Muzan put these guys' head through a wall. Himejima lost a leg, Tomioka Gyu an arm. He's never holding a sword again. It's done, it's over, it's finished. But is it? Tanjiro's up and with a Dance of the Fire God attack, he blitzes through Muzan, taking an arm and saving Kanao, for now. And their faces say it all. Muzan is shocked. How is this kid still breathing? I'm sure I put that brat in the dirt. Then panning to Tanjiro's face, we see he is pissed. Tanjiro's sole focus is ridding the world of Muzan. He cannot be allowed to exist. This isn't your safe space shonen manga. This is murder by panels. Chapter 192 opens up with flashbacks, and as much as I'd love to see Tanjiro instantly dominate Muzan, some exposition is going to be needed to justify a power boost on levels of soloing the demon. In fairness, Tanjiro is taking notes from the strongest character in universe, Yoruichi the Sunbro. That'll do it. In a time way back, Yoruichi would display his Breath of the Sun forms to Sumiyoshi and his wife. And with eternal gratitude, Sumiyoshi pledged to pass down those techniques through generation to generation in the form of the Dance of the Fire God. As per my headcanon, the Dance of the Fire God is just that, an imitation of Yoruichi's original Breath of the Sun, but only an imitation. Tanjiro reflects that there are minute differences, the angle of the wrist, the way he is breathing, it's ever so slightly off-center to the original. However, finally watching Yoruichi's movements for himself, Tanjiro now has the exact motions for each form burned into his eyes. He can do it. He can perfect it, and so he does, as Tanjiro now calls out Breath of the Sun and lets loose successive attacks. Frustration wells up on the face of Muzan as he is forced to remember Yoruichi, the eternal pain in his ass, as Tanjiro mirrors his moves flawlessly. Not to say Tanjiro doesn't come away from the exchange unscathed, though from what he loses in blood, Tanjiro comes out of the trade with crucial information. 9 tentacles from his back and 2 whipping arms. We're familiar with Muzan's arsenal, having watched him destroy the pillars. But what wasn't shown was 8 tentacles spawning from Muzan's thighs, launching an instantaneous attack. Likely omitted from the panels in previous chapters on the basis of, well, if the pillars couldn't see the attacks coming, we the readers sure as hell wouldn't. But Tanjiro can see it. He can overcome it with the 13th form. Tanjiro releases a flurry of 3 more Breath of the Sun forms, testing the waters, but unlike his last clash of a couple of panels ago, Tanjiro comes out on top, only just, taking no damage and landing a glancing blow on Muzan. And that was only the beginning. As the chapter closes out, Tanjiro readies his blade in preparation for his greatest attack yet, a combination strike of all existing 12 forms, which we now know is the true nature of the 13th form. Yo, I'm loving the new woke Tanjiro. There was a certain panel in this chapter where I could literally hear the epic insert music playing. The anime adaptation for this scene, however many years away, is gonna be Predictions: Tanjiro will pull it off, the 13th form, dismantling Muzan, but how will he deal with Muzan's escape technique, of which even Yoruichi failed, separating his demon body into over 1,000 pieces, some even too small to cut? Well, that's exactly what Nezuko's demon art is for, my friends. Nezuko's exploding fiery blood only deals damage to demons, and it would be able to cover numerous segments of Muzan's cells, and size of the chunks wouldn't be an issue. I can't see Tanjiro striking Nezuko to get access to her blood, so perhaps it'll be a desperate lash out from Muzan hitting Nezuko, but sealing his fate. This was Anime Fried Chicken. Thanks for watching my chapter review. I make a ton of anime discussion videos and review Demon Slayer weekly, so go check out my other stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever's easiest, and come by again. I'm thinking of covering Black Clover chapters. Feels a bit more mature recently, with just as much blood as Demon Slayer. Let me know if you'd like to see that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.